Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to talk about a little thing called government. There are 5 main forms of government called monarchy, dictatorship, oligarchy, republic, and democracy. Let's start with monarchy. In a traditional monarchy, the leading lad is called the king, or if the leader happens to be a lady, the queen. The king has basically no limits to what he can declare to be law, and the people just have to do as he says or suffer the consequences. I, in my infallible wisdom, declare every day to be National Burger Day. All my subjects must eat nothing but cheeseburgers in observance of this new holiday.
But, Your Majesty, I'm allergic to cheeseburgers.
Off to the dungeon you go, then. Guards, take him away.
No!
But wait, you might say. That sounds like a dictator, doesn't it? And you would be right. Congratulations, my friend. A dictator is pretty much just a king under a different, less flattering name. So, if it turns out that Kim Jong-un really likes burgers and wants everybody to share in his enjoyment of them, those who don't much like them are gonna be in for it. As I'm sure you can figure out by now, the subjects of the king were often very unhappy with their leadership. So, what did they do? They established Parliament, man! Parliament is a large body of elected officials that have authority over the king, and have the ability to pass laws as a king typically would. In short, it would take a lot of burger enthusiasts in Parliament to get the king's holiday signed into law. Now, what if a small group of Big Mac maniacs were to take over the government without being elected and force a celebration of their favorite sandwich into law? That form of government is called an oligarchy. And like the food they so adore, it will produce good or bad results primarily depending on the quality of the ingredients. Oligarchies tend to be unfair to the common fellow because they have no say in the makeup and actions of the party which rules them. Famous examples would include the Chinese Communist Party in China and the Korean Workers' Party in North Korea. Now, with all these governments that place the input of citizens on the back burner, surely there must be a way in which the people of a country can directly decide which laws get passed and which are sent down the bottomless pit of bad ideas, right? Enter democracy. In a democracy, every voting citizen is able to individually vote on the many different laws that are written and proposed, the decision being made usually by majority ruling. This sounds great until you realize, oh, wait a minute. If I want my input to matter, I have to vote on everything. There are always going to be a lot of laws that need passing, and a lot more that maybe don't. So it requires a lot of time and mental effort to be put in by each voting individual. Hey, I share your opinions and uphold the same values as you.
No way! You do share similar opinions and uphold most of the same values as me. You should go and vote in my stead and for all these other people who have similar opinions and uphold similar values while we go about our regular lives not having to read 2,000 pages of political mumbo-jumbo every day.
Okay, sounds like a deal. What you just saw there was a politician being elected to represent the voters in a republic. Having a bunch of representatives be dedicated to the writing and passing of laws gives the everyday citizen the ability to live without having to always think about how they'll vote. And if a representative fails to do the will of those by whom he was elected, away he goes and the people choose a more fitting individual for the role. This has been just a quick look at the different forms of government, so there's still a ton more that could be talked about. Maybe I'll be able to dig a little deeper in a future video, but until then, chowders!